it's been a few weeks since you completed your 8-week ICBCH Hypnosis Certification, and I just wanted to check in and get your honest feedback about what your impression was of the class. And actually, before I ask you that, I also want to mention that Sadaf is a psychiatrist. So as a psychiatrist, you have a unique perspective. So I'd like to hear your impression of the class, please.
Oh, actually, I don't have enough words to say about it. I had a marvelous journey of 8 weeks with you, and which has changed my life. I really, really enjoyed it fully. I will say there is such a great alternative in this education, this study, this practice, which can save so many people from a lot of concerns, which are very hard to deal with medications alone. So the alternative strength in it, the permanence in it, and how you teach, it's very, very awesome. I really, really appreciate your teaching and the things you have brought up and how you intertwine and make it so practical, so easy. I still have to find more words to appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. So one last quick question for you. What was your favorite part of the class?
Well, the favorite part was how you always were there ahead of everybody and trying to solve and figure out and I will say finding more ways to answer more questions and give a lot of practice time. So you taught and you practiced with us, and it was an amazing experience on video, because it was so practical that it didn't seem like I'm not on site, and it seemed like the practice was so practical that it really was good. So I think I liked the way you taught and then you practiced with it, and that made it much more easier to understand.
What advice, and I know I said that was the last question, but what advice would you give to others that are thinking about taking the class? And if you could speak more specifically to people that are in the mental health field, so psychologists, social workers, psychiatrists, what would your unique perspective or advice be for those that are interested in taking the class?
Well, I would say this is a very good addition for all the mental health people, how they are facing with multiple bigger problems these days, for which I don't think medicines have answers. There are things which are intellectual and things which are going to be resolved intellectually, and I find hypnosis very intellectual.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know that you have a busy schedule, so I'll let you get back to your patients, but I really appreciate your time.
Mm-hmm. And you, anytime.
And we'll definitely be in touch soon. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.